मुझे शादी से पहले लिव इन रिलेशनशिप में रहना था।
Around the world, cohabitation without marriage has become a popular choice for couples. But in India, couples living together outside of marriage still face many obstacles. Housing societies often set up married couples only or family only renting requirements, viewing unmarried lovers as a bad influence. Hotel and homestay owners often refuse to provide temporary accommodation to unmarried couples, claiming that it could be akin to encouraging prostitution. And even when an unmarried couple does manage to find accommodation to live together, they face interference and questions about their relationship status from neighbors, building staff, and complete strangers. But where does this opposition to live-in relationships come from? A study revealed that around 80% of parents in Indian cities believe that a live-in relationship is a sign of loose character. And it's not just them. Young Indians also look down on cohabitation. A survey found that almost 70% of 20 to 25-year-old Indians believe that live-in relationships are primarily for sex and don't have much value outside of that. Even those who are convinced that live-in relationships are a good way to test the compatibility of a couple don't view it as a practical decision because of societal opposition. According to the same survey, 92% of the respondents believe that having a live-in relationship would damage their relationship with their parents. But why is living together without marrying such a bad thing? Arranged marriages form the core of Indian society, with over 90% of marriages being arranged by families. Not only is romance and sex before marriage a big no-no, but even within the institution of marriage, romantic love isn't considered to be the foundation. A couple's duty to produce future generations and maintain their family's social status are seen as the most important reasons to marry. In such a scenario, a live-in relationship is not only viewed as a threat to the institution of marriage, but also as a challenge to the Indian moral order, undermining the expectation for a young person to put family duty above selfish romantic interests. Instead of trying to understand why a couple might choose this setup, it becomes easy for society to dismiss this threat as a morally corrupt export of Western culture, just like drugs, alcohol, and partying, which is spoiling our age-old traditions. But here's the thing, the goal shouldn't be for couples to stick to their partner just because of a signed piece of paper. Falling in love or choosing a lifelong partner requires time and space to be able to actually get to know the companion you're choosing and to decide whether you're compatible with them. The taboo against live-in relationships stems from an arbitrary moral framework that views them as immoral. But this same framework somehow considers families forcing two young strangers to have sex with each other completely okay. A live-in relationship can be a liberating arrangement that actually enables individuals to take the time and space to understand their own needs and what they want from a long-term companionship. So maybe instead of clamping down on live-in relationships, we should give people the freedom to decide whether they want to ultimately opt for marriage or reject the institution altogether and find happiness elsewhere. That's it for our latest video in the Overthinking It series. If you enjoy overthinking with us, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the Swaddle, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you stay updated.